All right, brush monkeys, welcome back. This week, we're starting in on the Nagenda Leader here. He's a snake man, and I've got some cool stuff in mind for him. Most of him is going to be tan, though, so I'm going to base coat him with. Bear with me a second. Mummy from Badger Minotaur. I'm going to airbrush him all over with that, and then give him a wash of Skeleton Horde contrast paint. His armor is going to be Basilicanum Gray with some patterns drawn out in Warpaint's Evil Chrome. It's kind of a bronze color. You can see he's got all these little details on his armor. It's all going to be picked out in Evil Chrome. I've got Balthazar Gold for his sword hilts. And then I'm going to be doing kind of a rattlesnake pattern on his scales with basic dirt and muddy soil, excuse me. His base is going to be mostly Nazgrag yellow with a little bit of dry brush of Tyrant Skull on there. I may do all his scales in a dry brush of Tyrant Skull, but we'll see. But yeah, for right now, I'm going to go ahead and base coat him with the Minotaur here, and then we'll come back and make some progress on him. Alright, see you soon. Bye. Alright, we got our Nagenda base coated with the airbrush. Got his scales base coated with the airbrush. I'm going to give this a few minutes, actually probably about half an hour or so to dry, because the airbrush paint is pretty wet on there still. I got out the Gray Seer for the contrast paint, just to go over his armor plates and sword hilt and stuff with that. Anything that's basically not going to be this tan color, I want to go over with the Gray Seer before I put down the Basilicanum Gray contrast paint. And then I'm probably going to do the Skeleton Horde contrast paint over the tan once it dries. So far so good. I still got a plan in place for this guy. Give me just a second here. Alright, I don't know how well you can see this. This is the picture on Pinterest that I'm going off of. This is kind of what I'm going to try to attempt with the scales. As you can see, the main part of the diamond is going to be this basic dirt color, kind of dark. And then the outside of it, the outline there, sorry, I'm tilting it. See, the outline of them is going to be just muddy soil. It's a much darker brown. And I think that's going to look really spiff. I don't know that I'm going to do these. He's got these little diamonds underneath them, but I don't know that I'm going to do them because I've got the belly scales on this guy. But we'll see. But I've got a bunch of different, resources for rattlesnakes. That's another good shot. Kind of dig that one. So this will give me an idea how to proceed from there. It's going to be interesting trying to figure out how to chart those out. I may start in the middle somewhere and work to both ends, but that's basically what I'm working with. So I'm going to go ahead and let this guy dry, and then we'll give him the Skeleton Horde wash and go over the body armor on him with the Gray Seer, and then we'll go from there. Alright, see you soon. Bye. Alright, I'm back, and you can see I got the shade wash on him. It looks really good. And I did the all the metal parts that are going to be Basilicanum Gray, I did with the Gray Seer. And I also painted the rattlesnake pattern on his back, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. I think that looks really good. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to give him a dry brush of Tyrant Skull when I do the whole rest of the base and everything. Just kind of blend all that in. I think it's going to look really good. You've got some on the backs of his arms there. A little darkness around his eyes. I'm going to do the eyes in probably yellow. I've got some Flash Gets Yellow here. I'm going to use on that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the armor now, and then we'll probably go back and I'll probably put some ivory down or some white down before I do the yellow on the eyes, just to make them really pop. And this little strap across the front of his armor is going to be snakebite leather. But yeah, so far so good. I'm really happy with how this guy's coming out. I got a little spot I need to touch up there with the gray. A couple little spots here where the kind of messed up with the brown when I was painting it. There we go. There we are. Alright. Yeah, he's coming along pretty nicely. I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll come back and make some more progress on him. Alright, see you soon. Bye. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I've got his armor and swords painted, his blades. I've got his eyes painted. She looks pretty spiff. And I've got the leather straps on his armor painted. So I'm going to give the, obviously that Basilicanum Gray is still very wet. So I'm going to take a moment and let that dry. And then we'll go over all those little details with the Evil Chrome. And really make that armor stand out, and it's going to look really spiff. But you can already see all those little details in the armor being brought out by that Basilicanum Gray wash. He's looking really evil right now. I really like how he's looking now. So like I said, we're going to let that dry, and then we'll hit the armor with the Evil Chrome and paint his sword hilts, and then it's all over but the basing. All right. Pretty slick. See you soon. Bye. Alright, brush monkeys, I've got the armor all trimmed up with this Evil Chrome from Army Painter Metallics. This is like a really bright copper, and oh my god, look at that. Look at this bad boy. Look at that armor. That is just amazing. I painted the hilts of his swords with Balthazar gold, and highlighted it with a little bit of that Evil Chrome too, just to tie it in together, and put Evil Chrome on his little belt buckle there on his belt. And holy shit, I am so impressed with how this looks. I'm going to do his swords with a dry brush of Necron Compound sword blades, and then I'm going to do his base with Nazdrag Yellow contrast paint, and then I'm going to give him the dry brush of light dry brush of Tyrant Skull and all. But holy shit, look at that! Look at that! Look at it! Oh my god, it looks awesome! So I'm going to go ahead and pause here, go revel in my own awesomeness, and then I'll come back and finish this guy up. All right, see you soon. And there he is, brush monkeys, our finished Nagenda Leader. I'm pretty happy with how this guy came out. You still see that diamondback pattern on him, but the scales are all highlighted. The matte seal that I normally use on it didn't really do anything to dull the shine of his armor either. That still looks really shiny, really fantastic, really polished. So I'm real happy with how this guy came out. I think he looks fantastic. This came as one of a two-pack of characters called Nagenda Leaders, and the other one being a female mage. We'll get to her in a couple of weeks. I've got 3 other figures between now and then. I wanted to book in the month with the Nagendas. So I really like how this guy came out. The female, I've got something really cool planned for her when I get around to her, but that's going to have to wait till the end of the month. So thanks for watching. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and call him done. And I will see you guys next week. Bye. Hey Brush Monkeys, Tom from Flying Monkey Studios here. If you like what you see, click like down below. If you want to be notified when new videos come out, go ahead and click subscribe. It's like over here somewhere, right there. Those will both help with my YouTube numbers and bring me that much closer to monetizing this channel and being able to do what I love to do full time. If you want to get your hands on some of the miniatures I painted here, visit our Instagram and Tumblr pages. I post pictures of both of those on a regular basis. I post videos on TikTok on a regular basis, mostly to direct traffic here to the YouTube channel, but you know, there's some other stuff there that's kind of cool. So go check that out. And if you want to show some love for your favorite monkey-based miniature painter, go check out our merch store at storefrontier.com/flyingmonkeystudios to get our t-shirts, sweatshirts, long sleeve t-shirts, can cozies, aprons, face masks. We've got all kinds of stuff there in a bunch of different colors, including tie-dye. We've got some tie-dye shirts on there if you want to check that out. So go check that out. Go check us out on our other social medias and follow us on Twitter for updates on the channel as well. And thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.